Good morning, Essential Stencil friends. This is Grace here from The Comfy Nest with Grace, coming to you live with another project. I'm going to be using some stencils. I'm going to be using the new rub-on transfers. It is still, you still have the opportunity to pre-order those if you want to and get the sale price on the bundle. I think that ends tomorrow. So just make sure that you're on the email list so you're getting those notifications and you know all about that stuff. Welcome, welcome. Those of you that are replay watchers, please let us know that you're catching the replay. Essential Stencil always on the lives, after it's broadcast, they give an opportunity for replay watchers to win a set of stencils. But you have to comment, replay, and let them know that you're here. So do that. And those of you that are live, again, make sure that you say hello or comment because that's how they know you're here. And they will give away 3 sets of stencils today. So there's all that fun stuff. Let's see, I'm gonna grab this feed and then we're gonna get started. The project that I'm doing today is multi-layered. So it's a little project, but there's lots of layering involved with it. So this should be a lot of fun to put together. And I'm hoping to show you a new way, a different way that you can use those transfers, those new rub-on transfers. Who has pre-ordered the rub-on transfers? You have the opportunity, so this is how they come. I printed this out just to help myself and to help you guys understand. There are 4 different bundles, 1, 2, 3, and 4. There are 4 different bundles. When you go on the site to order, you're gonna see 4 different bundles. They're 2 sheets each. Each bundle has 2 sheets. They're 12 by 16, and you get a bunch, depending on which one. Each one has different designs, but you get a bunch of these decorative rub-ons that you can use on your project. So this is part of a 12 by 16 sheet that I've been using. I've cut up a bunch of them because I was trying to figure out layering. They're super, super easy to use and extremely versatile. You've probably been noticing that with the brand ambassadors sharing all the different ways that you can use these. It's been super exciting to share those ideas with you. I'm going to share a new one with you today. Make sure that you stay tuned. So you can order any one of those 4 or up to 4, but if you're going to order all 4, do the bundle, because with the bundle you save 15% when you order all 4, and you can use an ambassador code to get another 10% more. So my code is THECOMFYNEST. Use any one of your ambassadors codes and you can get an even bigger discount if you get the full. And listen, I think you're going to want all of them because it's amazing how versatile these are, you guys. I did them on wax candles, those electric wax candles last week. Today we're going to do something different, but you've seen the other ladies. Sharon did one on a clipboard yesterday that was so stinking cute. She did it on paper yesterday. I actually did them, hold on, I'll show you. On Saturday, on my own business page, we're creating this, this was a Mother Goose book and we're creating it into a junk journal. But in here, let me find it. I created this page and used the transfers inside my junk journal. And over this is some glitter paper from the Dollar Tree, and this is some coffee stained paper that I created. Probably would have gotten thrown away otherwise, but I put those right on top. So I'm trying to show you as many different ways that you can use these as possible because they are extremely versatile, you guys, and they're so easy to use and the colors are phenomenal. I hope that Essential Stencil is going to come out with more and more and more of these. This fall bundle is very fall oriented with wheat, and it has the fall leaves and it has the pumpkins, and they're all watercolor. The sunflowers are amazing. There are some wreath shapes with those same graphics. They are gorgeous. I love watercolor designs. I hope you do too. And if you're a big fan of them, you probably are going to want all 4 of them. Okay. Nice coffee paper, Sue says. It smells so good. If you guys ever dyed coffee paper, oh, it smells so good. I've been having so much fun with that. I showed in my membership club, my craft club, I showed those girls how to do that recently, and then we've been using it in our projects there and on the page, so it's been really fun. All right, so today, the first thing we're gonna do, I'm gonna use this, we're gonna get to the transfers and I'm gonna show you a really fun way to use them, but I'm gonna use this stencil set first. This is the mini tags, fall mini tags. Comes with a bunch of different phrases. It's a 3-pack. But what I love is you can either use it all as one thing, or if you just need a little pumpkin, you can just use the pumpkin and tape off the rest of it and stencil just the pumpkin, or the other way around, which is what I'm gonna do today. I'm not gonna stencil the pumpkin. I'm gonna take the Sweet October and I'm gonna put something else where the pumpkin should be. And I'm gonna do this on a little piece of burlap. It's tiny. I hope it fits. It's a tiny little piece of burlap, and I went ahead and I did a stitch all around the edges because I wanted it black, because for this project, this is what I think is going to look right. It's going to look nice. I think what I'm going to use, you can just use paint. I'm going to use gesso to stencil this on, because this gesso that I have is really dark. It's matte. And I'm going to just tape off this pumpkin first while I'm telling you about this. I'm just a big fan of black gesso. It just comes out really dark. It's matte. It's beautiful. I just know it's going to show up really well. So before I start stenciling, the burlap is it's got a lot of holes in it. Yeah, like you can see right through it. So I hope this shows up well. I'm going to grab, here they are, a craft mat to put underneath, because some of the wetness is going to get underneath. That way my table doesn't get dirty. But I'm going to place this on here, and it's just going to fit. In fact, I'm going to have to go over my stitching just a little bit. But I just want the sentiment Sweet October, and then I'm going to put something else here on here to embellish it. So I'm just checking. I don't even mind if it's a bit wonky, to be truthful with you. But I am definitely going to be going over my stitching a little bit, because it's stitched in so tight, but that's okay. That's all right. I'm not the one, I am never the one who, I don't require perfection. And I hope that you guys can all get there too. Creating is our joy. It's the thing that we love to do. So creating should be fun and relaxing and like a great way to spend our time. That's like, it's very positive. It should stay and remain very positive. That's my firm belief. So at the Crafty Chick, over at the Comfy Nest in the Crafty Chicks Club, I'm constantly encouraging those that are like paid members or those in my free craft community to just let go of that perfectionism and just enjoy it. Just have fun. If things are a little wonky, it's okay. You know what it does? It shows that it's homemade, which I think is fabulous. I'm gonna grab my brushes. They're close by. Gotta grab my stencil brushes, and let's grab, I only need just a little one. We're gonna just use the littlest essential stencil brush. I've had these for ages and I love them. If you're a fan of the brushes, let us know. Jay says, great crafting. I'm gonna check, I'm already behind on comments. Hey, Miss Jennifer in Michigan. Hello, hello. Joyce, thank you for saying that. She says, love your crafting. I'm so happy you love it. I hope it, I always say, you can copy exactly what I do, or you can take it and make it your own and do a version of it. Maybe it inspires another idea for you. And I think both are beautiful things. So whenever you see me do something, go ahead and copy or make it your own. And if anybody ever asks you, you can say, hey, I was inspired by Grace at the Comfy Nest. That's all I ask. I think that's a really nice thing to do, is just let people know where you got the idea. Cindy says, my mom used to tea dye stuff. Very cool. It gives it such a nice smell. If you love that smell, like I love the smell of coffee. Hello, Miss Susan in Florida. Hello, hello, Valerie. Kathy is here and Rebecca's here. Lisa says, Essential Stencil is so great. I bet they will come up with seasonal transfers. I hope so. I hope that Lisa, I hope they're listening. We want it all. We want patterns. We want designs. We want vintage. We want modern. We want it all. Hey, Gail in Kentucky. Hey, Deb in Iowa. Yes, I hope they do, Joyce. Do more in the future. Let's see. Oh gosh, I really am behind. You guys are really chatting this morning. I love it. Jennifer's, I always enjoy your projects. All the ambassadors are great. Yeah, we each have a different style. We each have a different like personality. So it's been really fun. I've gotten to know those ladies really well, which is a complete blessing to call them business buddies. It's been an absolute blessing to know them. But for us to get to know each other, even through the live demos or the video demos, it's been awesome. It's such a great community. Happy day in East Tennessee, Miss Kimberly. Hey, Kathy in Texas. Oh, I see someone from South Dakota. Nancy Johnson says, hi from South Dakota. Is anybody else from the Dakotas? I live in North Dakota. We got Nancy from South Dakota. What would be really fun? What if we could get somebody from every state? Is anybody from Minnesota here? My neighboring states, Montana? Tell us where you're coming in from. It's so fun. There's Lois in Vermont. Hello, Miss Lois. All the way there on the East Coast. Sprinkling in Washington is Charlotte. Betsy's here from Arizona. Vicki Anderson from North Dakota. Whoop, whoop. Look what I got. I got my mug. Teddy Roosevelt National Park. It is gorgeous if you ever get a chance. If you are a traveler and you like to visit the national parks. This park is unbelievable. It's so beautiful. Such a beautiful landscape. Joyce is in Illinois. Dorothy loves her ES brushes. Yay! All right, let me get this part done. So I loaded up my brush and I'm offloading most of it. And then I'm going to scoot this over so I have a little more room in my land of offload. And then I'm going to press this in to my stencil, into the burlap. And I'm stippling it in. You see, I'm just up and down motion, kind of like a needle, pressing that in. I don't need, if it's a little crooked, it's okay with me. If it's a little wonky, it's okay with me. This is burlap and it's got a really wide stitch to it. So it's all I had for burlap. I didn't have like a tightly woven burlap, which would be really nice to have in my stash because that would be easier to stencil and paint on. But I think that this is going to show up just fine. I think. I always get my fingers wet with whatever paint. This time I'm using gesso, whatever I'm using, because I like to get my fingers, these fingers, not this. This hand is doing the stenciling. This hand, the other hand, the free hand, I use to hold the stencil down. And I try to get pretty close into where I'm stenciling so that I'm making sure to hold that down so it stays nice and solid on the surface that I'm stenciling on. That way I have no, air pockets there. You want to minimize that as much as possible. So let's see how this turns out. I thought about doing glitter with this, but I just think the whole project doesn't lend itself to glitter. I've been having a lot of fun with glitter lately, actually. Are there any other glitter fans out there? Okay, I think I have it done, but I have some black on my fingers, so I'm just gonna grab a wipe here. A huggy wipe, this is nothing special. Get that off my fingers so that when I touch this, I don't get black where I don't want it. Cindy says you're not crafting unless you have paint on your hands. Hey, I'm with you, friend. I think the same thing. Crafting is messy, and I always call myself the messy crafter. I'm like the messy, imperfect crafter. So if you're down with that, head on over to the Comfynest page and follow and like my page. We can hang out more. Okay, let's see. It's really cute. I don't want to pull it up completely because I think I'm looking at my S and I want to, oh no, I think it's all right. Oh my gosh, it's really cute, you guys. Cuteness, right? And I love that I got the black stitching around it. This is going to fit perfectly on this little project. I'm going to put my black paintbrush away because I'm not going to need any more paint. I don't think. I gotta get my glue gun going. We're gonna use a glue gun on a stencil page. Yes, we are. We can stencil till like the cows come home, as they say, or till we're blue in the face, or what are some of those other phrases? Till, I don't know, what are some of those other phrases? You could stencil day and night on boards, on wooden boards, but it is really fun to learn that you can stencil on paper, you can stencil on fabric, you can stencil on just about anything, on metal. You just have to have the right paint. See, it did come through. Look you can kind of see the letters. It came right through on my little craft mat. So you want to make sure that you have something down before you stencil on fabric because it will probably come through on whatever's underneath. Okay, so this is the set that I used for that part of this project. Now, I am gonna put this, I have this little tiny mini banner and it's already got the little dowel with the holes so I can hang it, and it came with some jute rope. And we are going to design on this little mini banner. Okay, so let me see, I'm gonna make sure you can see what I'm doing. There we go. So here's the Sweet October, and this I'm pretty sure I'm gonna put on top because I think that would be really cute. And we are gonna use the transfers on the bottom. So I already took out a few transfers, and that's why I cut all of mine apart, because I was trying to figure out spacing on this little banner. Like, how is this gonna work on this little banner? So I took these out with the thought that I would have the greenery in the back. I cut them apart so that I could visualize for myself, like, how is this gonna work? I'm going to transfer these right on this little canvas fabric banner. And then we are gonna glue this on here. And then I have some other embellishments that are gonna make it super special. I love little projects that they're really manageable. They're easy to do. It's a cute mini banner, right? Thank you, Jennifer. She says it's cute. I went to the store the other day and had black paint all over my fingers. It looked like I told the cashier I was just crafting. Yeah, you have to. I call it the crafter's manicure. So, you know, when you're at a hobby store, you would think that the cashiers would totally understand. If you go to Michael's or Joann's Fabric or Hobby Lobby or even a paint store to pick up more paint, you would think they're going to understand. I got crafter's fingers. Nivea's here from Brazil. Welcome, Miss Nivea. I must be a huge crafter because I get paint all over me. My floors, my couch, my wall. Kimberly, you're my kind of chick. I love it. Hey, Wendy. Carol's here from Michigan. Woohoo! All right, so let's do it. So I know that this is going to go here. I know it. And then I want to have room for these 3 elements. And I cut them out small. You know, I don't cut them right on the edge because when you take this is 3 parts. And when you take the backing off, there are 2 parts left. When you take the backing off, you have 2 parts. You have the top cover, which is clear, that clear film, and then you have the decorative transfer, which is like a sticker. And you do not want to touch the sticker. Once you touch it, it's going to stick to anything that touches it. So you want to leave yourself a little bit of that clear paper around it so that you can handle it on all edges without touching it. Does that make sense? I'm going to put it back on its backing because I'm not ready to use that one yet. I'm going to start with this beautiful greenery. And these leaves actually came with the sunflowers. It depends on what set you get, but the sunflowers have these green leaves. And, oh, and this set right here, this is the set that I got. It has the pumpkins, it has, pumpkins, sunflowers, leaves, and it also has these that I showed you. So that is a great set to have. If you're going to get just one, they're $15.95 for the two sheets. They're 12 by 16, and they come with, I did not count them, but lots of different design elements on them. And so, yes, this actually came with this set. So that's great because you want to be able to, if you're layering, you want to be able to layer some greenery along with your pumpkins sometimes. So here's the backing. I'm going to throw that out. I'm going to place this down. And usually we think in design elements, we usually think in terms of 3s. So I picked 2 pumpkins and I have this set of leaves. So I'm gonna place it down and then you get a little, it's like a tongue depressor, huge popsicle stick with your set. And you're gonna use it to push that sticker, push that transfer into your fabric. It works, it works. Now, I'm not gonna top coat this. I'm not going to top coat it. It's going to hang on the wall or it's going to hang. I may put it on a doorknob because I think it's really cute. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not sure. I have like a set of double doors for the coat closet in our hallway that this might work. I don't know. We'll see. But it's going to hang somewhere. It's going to hang somewhere. And I don't need to top coat it. But I won't wash it either. So I have not tested these transfers on something that you might wash, like a t-shirt. Have not tested it. I don't think that they're going to be water safe that way. So I'm just putting it on a decorative. So you would think of it as using it on decorative elements. So now this part of it came on, part of it's not. So so when you're peeling it back, when you're using it, just a tip, when you've used these for the first time, you start pushing it into the surface through that clear, that top clear page. You know, you have that top part. There are 3 parts to this transfer. The top page is the clear part that you can hold onto it with. You start pushing it through onto whatever surface, and then when you pull this back, do it really slowly, and you'll know immediately if it's stuck to your surface. And if it didn't, you put it back down nicely and you keep scraping. until it sticks. Like that's now all stuck. But I've only scraped up to here. So you can see I've only pushed it in up to this point. So that is all stuck down, but now I'm getting resistance. It's not, now I have to keep pushing because this part needs to be done. I'm gonna grab, I have a different stick on hand that's square that I really like, so I'm gonna grab that one because I think it just makes it faster. And actually, I use this tool a lot that I got a long time ago. It's like a straight spatula. Your Pampered Chef pan scrapers, something like that would work really well with this. You know, anything that has that kind of flat edge is gonna help a lot, okay? And you're just gonna push. See what I'm doing? I'm just going over that clear film and pushing the sticker into the fabric. And you guys, it looks smoother than even being painted on. So if I were to take paint and paint this leaf on this banner, it would leave a bit of a texture to it because of the paint. Most of the paints would leave a bit of texture, especially craft paints, acrylic paints, chalk paints. This leaves no texture. It's completely smooth and it's a little bit shiny. So see what I'm doing? Really slow. I'm pulling it back to make sure that all the bits have stuck down. Then use your clear film. Same way, there's like a shiny side, just the same way as you just pulled it off, put it back down, and just burnish it a little more, making sure that all those parts are really in the crevices of your wood, your paper, your fabric, whatever it is that you want to use it on. Oh, you guys, the possibilities with this. Check that out. You could make banners. We can make banners. We can make table runners as long as if you don't feel like you need to wash them, right? But you could do this on so many different surfaces. I'm not going to get this back off of here, so it has to be something that you're willing to have it permanently on, number one. And number two, I'm not going to be able to wash this. I don't think. I have not tested it yet. If anybody has used a rub-on transfer of any brand and you put it on fabric and have washed it and you know that it will survive or not, let us know in the comments because I have never tested it. Hello in Wisconsin, Miss Cindy. Let me see, I'm behind on comments. I want to go and see. Are you blown away by this? That we can do this on fabric too? Marsha, we are live, honey. You're catching me live. Hello, Mary. Mary says, how beautiful. Oh, Heather says, okay, now I think I'm sold. So for Heather, the fact that we can put this on, last week I put them on wax candles and they turned out gorgeous. This week I'm putting them on fabric. You saw Sharon yesterday put it on a clipboard. You, let's see, where else have I used it? Oh, I showed you my junk journal that I put it in there on the pages, and one of those pages was glittery. Okay, so now I got to figure out, I think, so when you're placing and you're going to overlap these, think in terms of what you want behind and what you want toward the front. I want this glorious colored bumpy pumpkin to be on top. So I've got to put the orange one down first, and it's going to go a little bit over my leaves. You guys, I wish the lighting was better for you. Let me see if I shut this off. Hold on, I'm going to try to shut this light off and see. Maybe that's better for you. Oh, I wish my lighting was better. So I'm sorry about that. Let me try one more thing. There, maybe that helps. I'm going to put, something's going to go a little bit over the leaves because we want to layer it and make it look really natural. So I'm going to put this pumpkin a little bit on top of these leaves. And then I'm going to take this yellow bumpy one that I love so much. It's got yellows and orange. And I'm going to put it on top of the orange one and on top of the leaves a little bit. Again, really easy. 3 parts. You're going to peel it apart, only touching the clear top film. Don't touch the sticker. This, the bottom part, can go in the garbage. And then we're going to place our pumpkin down where we want it on the project. And then now you've got that film, you've got the sticker, 3 layers. The film, the sticker, and then we've got a fabric canvas banner in the middle. So with my fingers, just like when I'm stenciling, using these 2 fingers kind of like a grippy, I'm going to grip that film, grip the sticker between my 2 fingers, holding everything in place. And then I'm just scraping, 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 pushing. You're basically pushing or transferring that sticker from on the clear film onto the project. Okay, now that I've done a lot of scraping, maybe not enough, I don't know. I'm going to peel I'm going to peel the film back. You can see that shiny, that's the film. I'm going to peel it back very slowly. And if any part of it isn't sticking, I can put it back down. Looks like it's all sticking so far. See. Yeah, it all stuck. There. So now what I want to do, before I do anything else, use your little film and burnish it, meaning push it in. Make sure that everything is down really, really well. You guys, I can't even with how easy this is. Now I am going really slow because I want to talk you through it. It's really important to me. It's really important to me to make sure that you guys understand how to use it so that when you purchase, you feel really confident, okay? If you decide to purchase, you can pre-order that bundle. Let me just say as an aside for those of you just coming on, I think tomorrow is the last day to pre-order the bundle and get the 15% off, okay? It is priced at 15% off. There's some confusion about this. When you put it in your cart, it is priced at 15% off. So you're saving 15% the retail value. Then if you use an ambassador code, my code is THECOMFYNEST, you will get an additional 10% off. So it's a great, great offer. Okay, look. You guys, it's so pretty. Okay, let's do this last one. Again, 3 layers. We're peeling off the back layer and throwing that in the garbage. We've got this clear film and the sticker. Do not touch your sticker. Use the clear film to hold your little design, and then I'm gonna put this on top of the other 2. I'm layering it on top of the other 2 because you can. So just think about before you put everything down, what do you want on top of what? And that's why I cut all of mine really small and close to the actual design so that I could like really visualize the layering before I started in on it. I'm super visual, so that helps me a lot. Okay, again, peel back the top very slowly. Already I see a part that's not stuck. So I put it back down, I burnish some more, peel, peel, peel. Look at, in a matter of like 20 seconds, we got that little pumpkin down. See what we have now? You guys, I can't with how easy this is. And they're so layerable. I love it. You can make your own designs with all these little individual pieces that you get. You can create whatever you want. Brenda, this is looking so cute. Susan, if you are questioning or wondering about what you ordered, you can email them at support@essentialstencil.com. Okay, because ambassadors don't have access to the ordering system. We don't know who ordered what. We don't, so they can help you that. Christine says, I never would have thought to use cloth. How fun and easy is that? Now we're gonna just embellish this. We're gonna put Sweet October on the top. And I could have just stenciled the Sweet October onto the fabric banner, but I wanted to have another layer of color. I wanted to have more texture, so I put it on here. So we're gonna glue this down. I have some E6000. It's a fabric fuse glue. So we're gonna glue this down on here. And I also use this, whoa, that was like aggressive fabric fuse usage right there. It's like, Grace is getting aggressive with the fabric fuse. I'm gonna use a little silicone spatula to spread that out. I also use this fabric fuse, which dries clear, on my the last part of my stitches that I did around this burlap, because I wanted to make sure the stitches didn't come out while I was getting ready for the project. So I'm just gonna put a bit of fabric fuse all over my burlap, and then I'm going to fuse this to my project. All right, I better make sure that it doesn't bother me in the least if it's a bit wonky, but I got fabric fuse on my fingers, so I'm gonna wipe it off, and then I'll use my little silicone tool, because we have 2 fabrics which are porous. I wanna make sure that they adhere to each other. So I'm using the little silicone tool to gently push down on the 2 fabrics and make sure that that fabric fuse is gonna stick all the way around. It will dry clear. I'm pushing it in. And the thing about this stuff, when you get a fabric glue, the thing about it that we like is that it's stretchy, it's flexible. Crazy, right? It's flexible. So it fuses fabrics together, but it's flexible. So like costume designers would wear that, say, if they wanted to glue on trim or glue on sequins on a costume or something. So it's nice and handy to have. Now I have little frayed edges coming off of here, and I love that. So I'm just gonna leave them just the way they are, because I love the texture. Okay, so that's that. Let me wipe. Oh, I have residual. I have some, I got purple paint. I got some glitter glue on my table here. We got all kinds of stuff coming off there. Yay, this is so exciting. Now I have a bit of black. There's absolutely no black in the watercolor designs, but I did this in black so it would show up really well. I added the black stitching so that it would coordinate with the black paint. I actually used gesso. We're gonna add a jute rope hanger. Let me get my little jute rope container. We're gonna add a jute rope hanger to match the burlap. And then I'm gonna add some beads to the hanger. So I grabbed for myself, hold on, I already got them ready, some wood beads that are black and buffalo plaid. All right, let's make a little, I do this sometimes so they don't roll away. We're gonna make like a little triangle there so that they stay in that spot. I'm gonna do black, buffalo plaid, black, and we're just going to thread this through. Now I have another tip for you. If you struggle with beading, because this happens, the edge of your jute rope or your ribbon or your yarn, it gets all frayed and then it's nearly impossible to push it through your beads. Take a bit of glue. Sometimes I use Mod Podge if that's what I'm using for glue at the time, but it's really easy to just take a glue stick. I put a little bit of glue stick glue on my finger and I twirl. So you want to twirl it in the same motion, that in the same direction that jute rope or your ribbon is twirled together. And it just glues that all in place so that it makes it like a little needle. And that way, when you're ready to push this through, it goes right through. So there's a little tip for you to make your beading easier. I think this is going to be really cute here. And I don't want a ton of beads. I just think it would be cute to have a couple of them dangling down decoratively. And I don't think I want them really close to the top. So I'm going to pull this down a little bit and I'm going to knot this down here. I'm going to knot it here, right below where I want the beads to hit, and hope that that knot's big enough. Yes, it is. And then I'm going to leave a little tail because I can always cut that later. So this is going to hang here. I need more. So that's going to hang there. And then I need to cut it. So I'm going to cut more than I need because I'm not quite sure. Where'd my scissors go? Oh, they're right in front of me. Let's put that aside. I cut way more than I need, but I think it would be helpful to put another knot right here where the dowel is to make sure that holds exactly where you want it. Okay, so we can pull this up. I'm going to put it right at the same level as where my little banner is. And this is coming off because I'm not allowing it time to dry. Fabric fuse works if you give it time to dry. All right, but I'm moving the project around so much that it came undone. So we're just going to put a little bitty knot right here. You could use another bead if you wanted to make it decorative, but I just want the little beads on the side. And this is totally customizable. You can do it however you want. So that we have this. Whoops. There. It's got the little stopper because there's a little knot there now. That's cute. And then let's do it on the same thing on the other side. So I'm going to take this. Now I have not prepped this edge yet, and it's easiest for you. You will have a lot better success. You will be less frustrated if you just put a little bit of that glue on your finger and then twist this with your finger and your thumb in the same direction that it goes. And then you'll be able to easily thread it through whatever you need to thread it through. Now my fingers are uber sticky. Where did I put my, where they are, the Huggies wipes. I tried to buy, back when my kids are 14 and 16, but back when they were in diapers, you used to be able to buy a plastic container that you can put your wipes in. I cannot find one anywhere. My local stores do not have them. They have this paper one. And what I would love to have is one of those plastic ones that I can keep on my desk and just pop it open and pull out what I need. But I can't find one, you guys. It's the craziest thing. I mean, it is probably better for the environment that we don't have a ton of those out there. But now, and you know, when I had my kids, I bought the set that had the plastic container, and then I always bought like these that were the, you know, the refill packs. Well, now I can't find the plastic container. I probably recycled the one that my kids used. Okay, so now, just rambling on and on. So now we decide, where do we want the, uh-oh, now look what's gonna happen. I need a knot on the other side, you guys. We need a knot underneath here too. I didn't think of that. Oh, am I gonna be able to do it? I'm not gonna be able to feed all these beads through this hole. Can it be done? Oh, I've just been given a challenge. We need a hole on both sides. Why didn't I think of that? We need a knot on both sides. Okay, I'm not gonna worry about that. I'm gonna solve that another way. I think I have an idea. We'll get to that in a minute. For now, what I need to do is decide how long do I want my hanger. So decide that. Like right there would be perfect. So I'm gonna pinch where I'm gonna tie the knot, and I'm gonna tie a knot now. Don't make the mistake I made. Tie a knot on the top and at the bottom. So I've got a really long length of it here. And where I'm pinching is where I want the first knot to go on the top of the dowel. Oh, darn it. Can't believe I didn't think of that. I can solve it though. We'll come up with a solution here. We can, oh, it's always figure outable. Did you ever hear that phrase? Now we thread it through. So we got our hole on the top of the dowel. Now I should have put a hole on the bottom of the dowel, and I didn't before I beaded, but that's okay. I was just so excited to get the beads in place. Now we're gonna put the knot at the bottom of the dowel. It's Crafty Craft Hour with Grace now. Actually, that's holding everything in place. The two knots, one on the top and one on the bottom, is holding everything in place, except here, because I didn't put it on the bottom, look what's happening. I don't want it up there. I want it down here. So I'm going to use my hot glue gun, and I'm going to fill that little hole in the dowel with some hot glue. That's how I'm going to solve this. And that will force, whoa, I really, it came out the top and the bottom. We're going to force that to stay in place. I do not like oozing glue. So I always have my crafty tweezers here. And when stuff gets like when I have an overage, I just pull it out with my tweezers while it's still warm. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. It went through the top, it went through the bottom. We've got plenty of glue to hold that in place. I'm just pulling out like these little glue boogers that oozed out. I don't like them. I don't like the look of them, but I need the glue there. So now it's pretty clean. There's no glue oozing out. We're gonna let that set, and we're gonna bead up this side. Everything's figure outable. Will anybody notice that I have one less knot on that side? No, I don't think so. Don't tell them, okay? It'll be our secret. It will be our secret. Okay, here we go. There's 2. There's 3 beads. Because I put my glue on the end, it makes it super easy to do. All right, let's see. So adorable, Tammy says. Amy says, cute. Brenda says, it's so pretty. Heather is seriously amazed. Heather, I'm so glad that you're sharing that with us, because I don't think until you see it done live and in person like this that it helps us comprehend how simple and easy these are to use. Hey, BFF, there's Lisa Kennedy. Hello, Miss Lisa. Love this so far, Jody says. Christine says, boy, that's so easy. Lisa says it's pretty. And the colors are very vibrant. Even though, Mary, they are watercolors, they still are very beautiful, and they show up beautifully. I was amazed. Sharon did these on a black piece of paper and on a black clipboard yesterday, and they showed up beautifully. The color saturation on these is fantastic. So even if you put them on black, if you want to see it for yourself, watch Sharon's live that she did. You just go to the live tab here on Essential Stencil and look at hers. She was yesterday, to see how beautiful they are on black. So freaking cute, Beth says. Love it with the burlap. Miss Jennifer says, okay, I have to like get my I'm not going to use a measuring tape or anything, but I want to make sure my beads are kind of hanging at the same spot on the left as on the right. It's kind of like when you're wearing crooked glasses. If they're a little crooked, no one's going to notice. But if they're really crooked, someone's going to say something like, Grace, unless you want them to be off, and then you can make them really wonky. Like if you wanted them like one really low and one really high. Actually, maybe that's what I'll do, because you guys know I'm the wonky girl. Should we do, you tell me, wonky or straight? Would you put your beads both at the same level, or should I do one set lower than the other? I'll turn it around so you can see it this way. Wonky or straight beads? Oh, I love asking your opinion. My beads are sliding off because I don't have a knot yet. We're going to slide them up. This is what they would look like if they're straight. Oh, would you go wonky? I always love things a little wonky. Would you go wonky? Oh, tell. Oh, do tell. What would you do? What would you do? Wonky or straight? Ellen says, I cannot wait to get these. It's so exciting. It's so exciting. Brenda, I can hook you up with the banners. They're very inexpensive. They're just a couple of dollars a piece. So just private message me and I will send you a link to get your banners. Yes, these are fantastic to work with. And they come with what do you call it? They come with the jute. And they come with the dowel that's already got its holes, and it comes with the banner. And they come in 2 different sizes, actually. There's this one, which is considered a 5x7, and then there's a 9x12, which would be a great door hanger. The jute that I got with it was a little thicker than I wanted to use, so I just switched it out for my own. Yes, you could totally use these on napkins for Thanksgiving. Just remember, Sandra, you're not going to be able to wash those napkins afterwards that I know of. Hello in Mississippi, Miss Tina. Fabric fuse I got. This I got at Walmart. I got it at my Walmart. Mary says do it straight. Candy says do it wonky. Are you on team wonky or team straight for the beads? Mary says straight. Candy says wonky. Sharon says straight. Lois says straight. Diana says wonky. Lisa says straight. Karen says wonky. We're like half and half. Are you on team wonky or team straight? Straight because the banner is symmetrical, Carla says. Welcome to the ES family. You'll have a great time and learn something new. Oh, Carol, you're so sweet to be welcoming a new member. Yay! We love new folks here. It's a great community. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. Offset. I think it looks best and it's so cute. Luann, I can get somebody else asking about the banners. If you want the banners, private message me at the Comfy Nest with Grace. Just click on my my business page and message me and I will give you a link. They're just a couple dollars a piece. Hey, Luann, she says team wonky. Suzanne says level. Ellen votes for wonky. Mary says wonky. Julie says straight. I think there's a few more wonkies and you know, I like wonky. I'm going to do it wonky. I did one up here and then I'll do one down here. And I don't need, now that I have the 2 knots on either side of the dowel, I don't need a knot above there. I just need it down here. Right below your last bead is where you would want your knot. So let me get these. Oh, I missed. I like overshot I always cut more jute than I need, and this is probably way more jute than I really need. Okay, so let's place these. I'm going to go wonky. I know everybody's voting, and I love to know what you think. And the beauty of it is there's no wrong answer. Team wonky is no better than team straight. There's no wrong answer. All are welcome here, wonky and straight. It's just whatever your little heart desires. That's what you should do. I will always encourage you. Like I said, if you're going to create this thing exactly like I did, but then you say, no, I want my beads level, make them level. That's what you should do. I want this like up here. Come on, little knot. I need you up by like 1/2 inch. All right, we went team wonky. Oh, and they went really low. I don't want them that low. Hold on. Let me cut. I don't need all this extra. Let's cut that off and get that out of here. I don't want them that low. They went way too low. We're gonna lift them up a little bit. It's like, oh my gosh, you guys know I'm doing the there's a new event coming up, speaking of lifting up, and it's for Breast Cancer Awareness Month in October. You'll want to get over to my page and watch for, or on my email list or in my little Text BFF service, because I will be letting you know there's going to be some awesome stuff coming up with that event. And it's called Lifting the Tatas. Speaking of lifting, we're lifting the tatas at this event for breast cancer awareness. Okay, I didn't want them quite so low. All right, now one is high and one is low. Listen, when you do this, if you do it and you're like, man, I'm not loving that. Do you see how easy this is? You want them straight? Here's what I would do. I've got my craft mat that has all these perfectly straight lines. I'm going to line my dowel up with one of the straight lines. I'm going to line my banner up with the straight line as much as I can. Why is this edge not sticking? I'm going to come in with a little hot glue. That's frustrating me a little. I think it's because I was moving it around so much. Hot glue to the rescue. Come on now, behave yourself. October, sweet October, behave yourself. Okay, now, if you really want it precise, you line up your dowel with one of these lines. You line up your banner with one of these lines, and then you pull taut your two little sets of beads. And then you know at this line right here, if I put both of those beads at that line, it's going to be level. So if you change your mind, I'm going to pinch underneath my beads, push the beads away, and that pinch spot is where we are going to tie to make this level. So I had them wonky. I'm actually not loving it wonky. So we're going to make it level. Now they are completely level with the other one, within like 1/8 of an inch. Cut off the excess, and we're done. So rub on transfers on fabric. You guys, this is amazing. I love these little beads. I love them. I love them. Look at how cute that is. And you can embellish these as much as you want, right? When it's your project, you can embellish. You can take the beads off. You can put the beads, you see a lot of people make the beaded hanger. You could put them all up here if you wanted instead of dangling down. I think I may even add a mini tassel somewhere in here because I think that would be super cute. You guys, go grab your transfers. Go grab them. Pre-orders are now. I think tomorrow is the last day to pre-order. You can get 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 different versions, 4 different sets with different designs. They each come with 2 full sheets, 12 by 16, that you can cut apart and use in your projects. Or this is the best deal, to order all 4 as a bundle. They are priced at 15% off. And then if you use an ambassador code, which mine is the Comfy Nest, you get another 10% off. Go do it. You are gonna be using. I put them on candles. We put them on fabric. Sharon put them on black wood yesterday. The other girls were using them on natural colored wood, and they look beautiful on natural colored wood. They're just fantastic, you guys. I'm gonna show you it really close up. Look at how it looks like it's part of the fabric. Like there's no shine to it. You can't see anything. There's no like border around it that can be seen. It's just all really, really seamless. Isn't that amazing? Yay, I'm so excited. I hope you guys love this. I hope you love it. Go create and have some fun. Let's see. Safe travels. My in-laws are on the east side in the Smokies. Always enjoy going there. Oh, somebody's having chat. They're chatting about traveling to St. I love it. I love that you guys are chit-chatting. Yeah, Cindy says you can do the mini banner with the pumpkins, and then you can do another one with the sunflowers. They're just so sweet. Or you could get, these are a couple of bucks a piece, the banners itself, but if you got 5 of them, you could do one long banner stringed up for your mantelpiece. I did that last year with a different design. And it fits beautifully in front of a big full-size mantelpiece, and the 5 banners hang across. They're so lovely. They just are. Thank you for saying great job. Lanita says, I got the bundle. Really love how this turned out. Ellen, thank you for saying so. Thank you, thank you. Those kind, encouraging comments really mean a lot to us as creators, so thank you. Great crafting ideas always. Thank you, Joyce. Listen, and Pat says, beautifully done. Thank you, ladies. If you want to follow along and be part of my community of crafters, I call the girls the Crafty Chicks, head on over to the Comfy Nest with Grace and follow and like the page. You can also get on my text alert service, which I post it all over the place so that you have the opportunity to join that. Or you can go to my website, thecomfynestwithgrace.com, to check things out. All right. Let's look at our winners. We've got Jody Boardman, Miss Jody Boardman, Miss Barb Schellheimer, you just won. Lisa Peterson Brown, Lisa, Barb, Jody, you just won a set of stencils while we're here live. That's so stinking exciting. Essential Stencil does this 5 days a week. So get on their email list so you know what the schedule is. Then come join us live, comment, enjoy the fellowship, chit chat with other creators, and you may win a set of stencils too. So congratulations to Jody, Barb, and Lisa. Ladies, look for the pinned comment to get the email address where you need to email them your mailing address and email address, and they'll send that off to you. Congratulations. Susan says that would be so cute across my fireplace mantle. I have 3 fireplaces. Susan, yes. 5 of these banners make a beautiful and perfectly length banner for my mantelpiece anyway, and it's a full size. So yes, that's totally an option. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, hope you have a beautiful, blessed Thursday. I'm live here every Thursday for Essential Stencil. And on my own page, The Comfy Nest with Grace, you can join me anytime. I love to have your company. Have a blessed day. Bye.